Greetings everyone, welcome to another episode of Junior School Mathematics. In our last class, we discussed how to find the highest common factor and least common multiple of two or more numbers. In today's class, we will discuss the relationship between product of two numbers and their highest common factor and least common multiple. What is the relationship between them? Let A and B be two numbers. Then A multiplied by B is equals to highest common factor of A and B multiplied by least common multiple of A and B. Example, let's have 12 and 8. A multiplied by B. Let's multiply 12 and 8 together. This will give us 96. Is equals to highest common factor. What is the highest common factor of 12 and 8? 12 can be written as 2 raised to the power of 2 times 3. Index 4. And 8 can also be written as 2 raised to the power of 3. The HCF is equals to 2 raised to the power of 2, which is equals to 4. Now, the LCM, that is 2 raised to the power of 3 multiplied by 3. And that is 8 multiplied by 3. This is equals to 24. HCF multiplied by LCM. What is the HCF here? This is equals to 4 multiplied by LCM is what? 24. The product of these two numbers is 96, which is the same as the product of the initial numbers. Also, let's take note. Highest common factor is always a factor of LCM. What is the highest common factor here? The highest common factor here is 4. And the LCM here is what? Is 24. Can 4 divide 24? Yes, 4 can divide 24. That means highest common factor is a factor of LCM. This is also applicable to more than two numbers. For example, let's have 12, which is equals to 2 raised to the power of 2 times 3. 8, 2 raised to the power of 3, and 16, 2 raised to the power of 4. The HCF here is 2 raised to the power of 2, which is equals to 4. And the LCM here is 2 raised to the power of 4 multiplied by 3. And this is equals to 48. Can 4 divide 48? Yes, 4 can divide 48. That means HCF is always a factor of LCM. But this relationship right here is only applicable to two numbers. Let A and B be two numbers. Then A multiplied by B is equals to highest common factor of the two numbers multiplied by least common multiple of the two numbers. We then move on to solve some examples on this. The first example we have here is if x is equals to 2 raised to the power of 3 multiplied by 3 raised to the power of 2 multiplied by 5 raised to the power of 4, and y is equals to 2 raised to the power of 2 multiplied by 3 raised to the power of 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7. Then highest common factor of x and y is what? HCF is equals to what number can you see in x that is also in y? The factors. 2 is here, 2 is here, multiplied by 3 is here, 3 is here, multiplied by 5. 7 is only for y, but not a factor of what? Of x. We are not going to write 7. The next thing is the lowest what? Lowest power of 2, of 3, and of 5. The lowest power of 2 is what? The power of 2 here is 2, and the power of 3 here, of 2 here is 3. Which one is the least? The least is 2. The least power of 3 is what? We have 2 here. That means we write 2. And the least power of 5 is 1. The power of 5 here is 1, and the power of 5 here is 4. Between 1 and 4, which one is the least? That is 1. This is equals to 4 times 9 times 5. And this is equals to 4 times 5, 20 times 9, that is 180. The HCF of x and y is 180. Question 2. we have the LCM of 2 raised to the power of 3 times 3 times 5 and 2 raised to the power of 4 times 5 times 7 LCM. What we are going to do here is we will write out all the prime numbers that we have here. 2 is a prime, multiplied by 3 is also a prime, 5 is a prime, and 7 is a prime. After this, what is the highest power of 2? We have the power of 2 to be 3 here, the power of 2 to be 4 here. The highest power is what? 4. And we have the power of 3 to be 1, the power of 5 to be 1, and the power of 7 to be 1. This is equals to 2 raised to the power of 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7. This is the LCM of these two numbers. Example 3. The LCM of 3 different numbers is 120. Which of the following cannot be highest common factor? We are only given the least common multiple of 3 numbers to be 120. And we have to pick one out of these 4 numbers. That is not what? That is not highest common factor. That is not a possible highest common factor of the 3 numbers. What are we going to do here? Let's come back to this. Highest common factor is always a factor of least common multiple. That means that highest common factor always divides least common multiple. Let's start from the first number here. The first number here is what? 4. Can 4 divide 120? Yes, 4 can divide 120. This will give us 30. It cannot be 4. 4 can be our highest common factor. 12. 120 divided by 12. This is equals to 10 without remainder. It cannot be 12. 35. 120 divided by 35. This is not possible. That means the number that cannot be HCF, the number that cannot be HCF is 35. Let's test for the last number here, which is 8. 120 divided by 8. This is 15. This is divisible by 4, divisible by 12, divisible by 8, but not divisible by 35. That means 35 is the number that cannot be highest common factor of these 3 numbers. Question 4. The HCF of 2 numbers is 8. We have HCF of 2 numbers to be 8. Which of the following can never be their LCM? We are only given the HCF of 2 numbers to be what? To be 8. And which of these following numbers can never be the least common multiple of the 2 numbers? We will use this same thing also. HCF is always a factor of LCM. This 8 must divide all these numbers if they are what? If they are the possible least common factor. Let's start with 1. With 24. 24 divided by 8. This is equals to what? 3. 24 can be the least common multiple. 48 divided by 8. This is 6. It can be the least common multiple. 56 divided by 8 is 7. It can also be the least common multiple. Now let's test for the last number. We have 60 divided by 8. If we reduce this, we have 30 divided by 4 and also 15 divided by 2. Can 2 divide 15? No. That means that 60 can never be the what? Be the least common multiple. Because if 8 is the highest common factor, and we have highest common factor is always a factor of LCM, and that means what? Highest common factor always divides LCM. We must have this 8 divide 24 if it is least common multiple, and that is true. 48 if it is the least common multiple. That is true. 56 if it is the least common multiple. We have that to be true. But for 60, 8 cannot divide 60. That means that 8 can never be what? Can never be the least common multiple. The answer here is D. Next question. We have 5. Question number 5. The LCM of two numbers is 520. LCM of two numbers is 520. And their HCF is 4. HCF is equals to 4. If one of the numbers is 52, first number is equals to 52. Then the other number is what? So that means we have the second number. Let's say the second number is x. We are looking for the second number. We have least common multiple of the two numbers to be what? 520. Highest common factor of the two numbers to be what? To be 4. And the first number is given to be what? 52. What is the second number? What are we going to do here? We're going to use the relationship between the product of two numbers and their HCF and LCF. Product of two numbers is what? A multiplied by B. Now, 52 multiplied by x, that is 52x, is equals to HCF multiplied by least common multiple, 4, multiplied by 520. To find the value of x, we divide both sides by what? By 52. X is equals to 4 times 520 can also be written as 52 multiplied by 10 over 52. This cancels this. So that means x is equals to 4 times 10. And this is equals to 40. The second number is 40. Next question. Number 6. HCF of two numbers is 16. The HCF of two numbers is 16. And their LCM is 160. LCM is 160. If one of them is 32, that is one of the number is what? Is 32. Let's say that is the first number. First number is equals to 32. Then the other number is, what will be the value of the other number? Second number is equals to x. What are we going to use? This formula. A multiplied by B, product of the initial numbers, and that is what? 32 multiplied by x, that is 32x, is equals to HCF multiplied by LCM, that is 16 multiplied by 160. 32x is equals to 16 multiplied by 16 multiplied by 10. Divide both sides by what? By 32. X is equals to 16 year 1, 16 year 2, 2 year 1, 2 year 8. That means we have 8 multiplied by 10, and that is 80. The second number will be what? Will be 80. Number 7. Find the least number exactly divisible by 12, 15, 20, and 27. Let's look at this question very well. This is another way of asking you to find the LCM of numbers. We want to look for a number, the lowest number that can be divisible by 12, divisible by 15, divisible by 20, and divisible by 27. This is talking about the LCM of 12, 15, 20, and 27. So what is the LCM of these numbers? We first of all write all these numbers in what? In index form. We have 12, 15, 20, 27. Now let's write these numbers. as the product of its prime factors, and that is 12 is equals to 2 raised to the power of 2 times 3, 3 times 5, 2 raised to the power of 2 times 5, 3 raised to the power of 3. We are looking for the least number that can be divisible by what? 12, 15, 20, 27. That means the LCM of 12, 15, 20, and 27. What are the prime numbers that we have here? We have 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. Now, the next thing is the power. The power of 2 here is what? 2. The power of 2 here is 2. We don't have 2 here. The highest power is what? That is 2. 3. The power of 3 here is 1. The power of 3 here is 1. The power of 3 here is 3. The highest power is what? That is 3. And 5. 5 raised to the power of 1. 5 raised to the power of 1. We are going to have 1 here. This is equals to 4 times 27 times 5. And this is 20 times 27, which is equals to 540. And this means that 540 is the least number that is divisible by 12, 15, 20, and 27. Question 8. The least number that 32, 36, 38, and 40 can all divide without remainder is what? This question is also talking about the LCM of 32, 36, 40, 38, and 40. This is equals to 2 times 16, and this can be written as 2 raised to the power of 5. 16 is 2 raised to the power of 4. 36, 4 times 9, and this is 2 raised to the power of 2 multiplied by 3 raised to the power of 2. 38, that is 2 times 19, and 40. 8 multiplied by 5. This is 2 raised to the power of 3 multiplied by 5. What are we looking for? The LCM, least common multiple, of 32, 36, 38, 40. The prime numbers that we have here are what? 2, 3, 5, 19. 2 times 3 times 5 times 19. And the next is what? The powers of 2. What are the powers of 2? The highest power of 2 that we have is what? This is 2 raised to the power of 5, 2 raised to the power of 2, 2 raised to the power of 1, 2 raised to the power of 3. Which one is the highest? That is 5. We have this to be 2 raised to the power of 5. Also 3. We have this to be 3 raised to the power of 2. Do we have 3 anywhere again? No. This will be raised to the power of 2. 5. 5 raised to the power of 1. And we don't have 5 anywhere again. That is 5 raised to the power of 1. And 19. This is equals to 2 raised to the power of 5 times 3 raised to the power of 2 times 5 times 19. The product of these numbers is the LCM of 32, 36, 38, and 40. The greatest number that divides 48, 72, and 96 with no remainder is, we want to look for the number, the greatest number that can divide 48 without remainder, also divide 72 without remainder, and divide 96 with no remainder. This question is talking about the highest common factor, the number that can divide 48, 72, and the 96, the highest number that can divide them without any remainder. We have 48, 72, and 96. 48 is equals to 16 times 3. This is the same thing as 2 raised to the power of 4 times 3. 72. This is 8 multiplied by 9. 2 raised to the power of 3 times 3 raised to the power of 2. 96. That is 12 times 8. We have this to be 12 times 8. This is equals to 2 raised to the power of 5 times 3. HCF. What is common to this 48, 72, and 96? If we look at it, we have 2 here, we have 2 here, we have 2 here. That means we have to multiply by 333. Now what are we going to do next? The least power of 2 and the least power of 3. The power of 2 here is what? 4, 3, 5. Which one is the least? The least is 3. The power of 3 here is 1, 2, 1. Which one is the least? The least is 1. This is equals to 8 multiplied by 3, which is 24. This means 24 is the greatest number that can divide 48 without any remainder. Also divide 72 without any remainder. And divide 96 without any remainder. Question number 10. Two numbers are in ratio of 3:4. And also we have HCF to be what? To be 4. HCF to be 4. What is the least number? What we have to do first is, let's first of all find the two numbers. We are looking for two numbers in ratio of what? 3 and 4. And the HCF of the two numbers is what? Is 4. First number is equals to second number is equals to. What is the first number here in the ratio? The first number in the ratio here is what? Is 3. The second number in the ratio is what? That is 4. What are we going to do now? The HCF we have is what? 4. Multiply this by 4. Also multiply this by 4. This is equals to 16 and this is equals to 12. That means that the first number is 12 and the second number is 16. What is the least number? Between 12 and 16, which one is the lowest? The lowest is what? The lowest is 12. That means the least number is 12. Number 11. Two numbers are in the ratio of 3 and 4. 3:4. And we are given what? Their LCM is what? 240. This time around, we have LCM to be 240. How many numbers? Two numbers. Let's look for the numbers first. First number, second number. Unlike this question number 10, where we have HCF, we have this to be LCM equals to 240. If we have LCM, what are we going to do with this LCM? We have 240 divided by, what is the first number in the ratio? The first number in the ratio is what? That is 3. And this will give us 80. The second number is LCM 240 divided by, the second number in the ratio is what? That is 4. And this is equals to 60. That means the numbers are what? Are 60 and 80. What is the highest number? Between 60 and 80, which one is the highest? The highest is 80. That means highest number is 80. Number 12. Two numbers are in the ratio 3 and 4. If their HCF is 4, then their LCM is what? Their LCM is what? Let's first of all find the numbers. The first number. Now you can see that this is the same as number 10. We have HCF here. We have HCF here. The first number is what? The first number we have in the ratio is what? That is 3. Multiplied by HCF. That is 4, which is equals to 12. And the second number is equals to, the second number in the ratio, that is 4, times HCF, 4, that is 16. Now, express this 12 and 16 as what? Product of the prime. We have 12 is equals to 2 raised to the power of 2 times 3. 16 is equals to 2 raised to the power of 4. We are looking for what? LCM. LCM is equals to, the primes that we have here is what? This is 2 times 3. The highest power of 2 is what? The power of 2 here is 2, and the power of 2 here is 4. The highest is what? That is 4. We only have 3 raised to the power of 1, and this is 16 multiplied by 3, and the answer is 48. 3 numbers and in ratio 2, 3, 4, and their HCF is 12. The LCM of the numbers is what? We are going to first of all find the numbers. How many numbers? 3 numbers. The ratio is what? 2, 3, 4. HCF. We have HCF to be 12. First number. Since we are given what? HCF. That means we multiply this HCF, which is 12, with the number, the first number here. That is 12 times 2. This is equals to 24. And the second number, HCF, multiplied by the second number we have in the ratio. That is 3. 36. Third number. So multiplied by 4. 48. What are we looking for? The LCM of the numbers. Now let's write 24, 36, 48 as the product of its prime. 24. This is equals to 12 times 2. And this is equals to 2 raised to the power of 3 times 3. 36. That is equals to 4 times 9. 2 raised to the power of 2 times 3 raised to the power of 2. 48. 16 times 3. 2 raised to the power of 4 times 3. LCM. The primes we have here are what? 2 and 3. The next thing is the highest power of 2. The power of 2 here is 3. Power of 2 here is 2. Power of 2 here is 4. What is the highest power? The highest is 4. And the highest power of 2 here is, of 3 here is what? This one is 1, 1, 2. The highest is 2. We have 16 multiplied by 9. 16 multiplied by 9. That is 144. Example 14. 3 numbers are in ratio of 3 ratio 4 ratio 5. And their LCM is 72. Sorry, it's 720. Ratio 3 ratio 4 ratio 5. LCM 720. Let's first of all look for the numbers. The first number. Since we are given what? LCM, that means the first number will be LCM 720 divided by the first number we have in the ratio, that is 3. And this one is what? 240. Second number is equals to 724. That is 180. And the third number, 720 divided by 5, 144. The numbers are 240, 180, 144. What's next? The HCF of the numbers is what? We are going to write 144, 180, 240 as the product of its prime. Starting from 244. 244. This is equals to 24 times 10. 2 times 5. Prime, prime. And this is 2 raised to the power of 3 times 3. So we have this to be 2 raised to the power of 4 times 3 times 5, 180. 18 times 10. This is 2, 5. This is 2 times 3 raised to the power of 2. 2 times 9. So in general, this will be 2 raised to the power of 2 times 3 raised to the power of 2 times 5. And the last, which is 144. That is 2, 16 times 9. This is 2 raised to the power of 4 times 3 raised to the power of 2. HCF. Which number do we have here, here, and here? We can see 2. This is 2. We also have 3. 3, 3, 3. Now the least power of 2 and the least power of 3. The least power of 2 is what? The power of 2 here is 4. The power of 2 here is 2. The power of 2 here is 4. That means the least power is what? That is 2. And for 2, for 3, the least power of 3 is what? The least power of 3 is 1. This means that we have 4 times 3. So, example 15. Question 15. We have 6 bells commence tolling together at intervals of 2 seconds, 4 seconds, 6, 8, 10, and 12 seconds, respectively. After how many seconds will they toll together again? What is the meaning of this question? Let's assume that we have 2 alarm sets, alarm A and alarm B. This alarm rings every 20 seconds. And this alarm rings every 30 seconds. Now let's assume at first they ring together now. Zero seconds. They ring together now. The next time this alarm will ring is what? 20 seconds. And the next time this alarm will ring is what? 30 seconds. They cannot what? They cannot ring at the same time here. Again, the next time this alarm will ring is what? 40 seconds. The next time this alarm will ring is what? 60 seconds. The next time this alarm will ring is what? 60 seconds. The next time this alarm will ring is what? 90 seconds. You can see that we have 60 seconds here. We have 60 seconds here too. That means at this time, both alarm A and alarm B will ring together at the same time. That is what we are trying to do here. That's what this question is asking us here. After how many seconds will they toll together again? Alarm A, every 2 seconds, every 4 seconds, every 6 seconds, every 8 seconds, every 10 seconds, every 12 seconds. Now, what can we deduce from this? This means that alarm A that rings every 20 seconds and alarm B that rings every 30 seconds will ring together at the same time. At what? At the least common multiple of the time. The least common multiple of 20 and 30 is what? 20 is equals to 2 times 10, which is equals to 2 times 2 times 5, 2 raised to the power of 2 times 5, and 30, 2 times 3 times 5. If you have to find the LCM, this is 2 raised to the power of 2 times 3 times 5, and this is 16. And which is what we have here. So what are we going to do to this question? That means this question is asking us to find the LCM of 2 seconds, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. LCM of 2, 4 up to 12. What will be the LCM of these numbers? 2 is equals to 2 raised to the power of 1. 4. 4 is equals to 2 raised to the power of 2. 6. 6 is equals to 2 times 3. 8. 8 is equals to 2 raised to the power of 3. 10. 10 is equals to 2 times 5. And 12. 12 is equals to 2 raised to the power of 2 times 3. Now, what is the LCM? The prime number we have here is what? 2. and 3. The highest power of 2 is what? We have power of 2 to be 1, this to be 2, 1, 3, 1, 2. The highest is what? The highest is 3. We also have 5. Power of 3, this is 1, 1. So we are going to have just 3 here. And the 5, power of 5, this is equals to 8 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. That is 40 multiplied by 3. That is 120. That means that after 120 seconds, these 6 bells will ring together. They will toll together. Question number 16. Three bells ring simultaneously at 11 a.m. 3 bells. a.m. They ring at regular interval of 20, 30, and 40 minutes. Bell A, that is 20, 20. Bell B, 30 minutes, and bell C, that is 40 minutes. The time when all the 3 rings together next is what? We want to find the time that all these 3 bells will ring together, You see, that is LCM of 20, 30, 40. The LCM of 20, 30, and 40. This 20 is what? 20 is 2 raised to the power of 2 times 5. 30 is what? 2 times 3 times 5. And 40 is what? 2 raised to the power of 3 times 5. LCM is equals to the primes that we have here. 2 times 3 times 5. The highest power of 2 is what? That is 3. We only have 1 dish and we have 1 of 5. So that means we have 8 times 5, 40 times 3, 120 minutes. They will ring together after 120 minutes. But take note of this question. We have the time. The time when all the 3 ring together next is what? The first time they ring together is what? They ring together at what? 11 a.m. And after 120 minutes, they will still ring together. How many minutes make 1 hour? 60 minutes make 1 hour. That means that 120 minutes is equals to 2 hours. This is equals to 2 hours. Now let's add these 2 hours to what? To 11 a.m. 11 a.m. plus 1 hour. That is 12 noon. Now again, 12 noon plus 1 hour. That is what? 1 p.m. So that means that the time that all these 3 bells will ring together is what? Is 1 p.m. The last question here is, 4 runners started running simultaneously from a point on a circular track. They took 200 seconds, 300 seconds, 360 seconds, and 450 seconds to complete one round. After how much time do they meet at the starting point for the first time? Option A, option B, option C, and option D. What is the right option? And this is the end of today's class. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and share for others to learn. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you in the next class.